Everyone, today we're going to look at some past year paper. So this will be the patterns and sequence. Let's look at this question. So first term means T1, term number 1, term number 2, 3, 4. So to do this kind of question, it's very easy. This is a fraction, but I'm going to separate it into two parts. One will be the numerator, the other one will be the denominator. So let's look at the upper one, where 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next one, obviously, you can just guess the answer, which is 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for the n term, we're going to do it later. So that means 1 plus 1 equal 2, 2 plus 1 plus 1. So the common difference will be 1. That means the difference between terms will be 1. So same thing over here, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1 plus 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So minus 1 plus 1 equals 0, 0 plus 1 equal 1, plus 1 equal 2, 2 plus 1 equal 3. And for the last one, this is a little bit different because minus 3, how minus 3 become 0? You have to plus 3, and then here plus 5, 0 plus 5 equal 5, 5 plus 7 equals 12, set 12 plus something equal the next terms. So because the difference between terms, they are all different number. So what I have to say will be this, we call it the first stage of the difference, and we need to find out the second stage of difference. So for second stage of difference, we're going to compare the difference between terms, where 3 to 5 will be plus 2, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 2 is 7, so 7 plus 2 will be 9. So 12 plus 9 will be 21. And next one, we're going to do the n term. So let's look at the first one. To do the n term, 1 over 3. So as I said earlier that we separate into 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to use the formula which is Tn equal a plus n minus 1 times t. So this one, the formula, I'm going to apply on top 1, 2, 3, 4, and also at the bottom 3, 4, 5, 6. A represent the first term, D represent the common difference. So this will be the first term, and this will be the common difference. So 1 over 3. So will be Tn equal, the A will be 1 plus n minus 1 times D. The difference will be 1. And the bottom one, the A will be 3, and the difference will be 1 as well, because 3 plus 1 equal 4. So the formula, this one, just ignore it. So I'm going to call this Tn. So Tn equal 1 times n, 1n, 1 times minus 1, minus 1. So n minus 1. And at the bottom, same thing over here, the 3 remain, and then 1 times n equal 1n, 1 times minus 1 equal minus 1. So the formula will be 1 minus 1, 0. So n over 3 plus, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So n plus 2, or 2 plus n, but normally we would just write n plus 2, the alphabet in front before the number. So the n terms will be n over n plus 2. So same thing for B and C. So let's look at B and C. I'm going to do B and C now. So for B, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the A, Tn equal A plus n minus 1 times T. So the A will be 3, and then the D will be, difference will be 1. So 1 times n minus 1 times 1, 3 plus n minus 1. So n plus 2. So that's the n terms for the second one. So the third one, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So Tn will equal, the A will be the first terms, which is minus 1 plus n minus 1 times D. The D is 1. So minus 1 times in plus n minus 1. So n minus 2. That's n minus 2. For the next one, it's a little bit complicated because we have two stages of different. Where minus 3, when plus 3, plus 5, plus 7, plus 9. And for this kind of question, we got a very special formula to do this. Okay, so the formula will be Tn equal, the first stage will be the same, a plus n minus 1 times d, put a big bracket, and then plus n minus 1 times n minus 2 times the second difference. That means the second stage of difference divide 2. So for this one, a will be the first term, which is minus 3 plus n minus 1 times d. The difference for the first stage, the first difference will be 3. We're not going to look at the second difference or third difference or fourth difference, but we always take the first difference in this formula. And then plus n minus 1 times n minus 2. So this is a times second difference. So the second difference, they are all 2, 2, 2. So just put down the 2 and then divide 2. And when I simplify this, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. So these become 1. And let's look at here, times in. So minus 3 plus 3n minus 3 plus. So since this is 1, I'm going to multiply this 1 by 1. The first one always times with the first one, n times n squared. The first one times with the second one, n times minus 2, minus 2n. And then minus 1 times n, minus 1n. Minus 1 times minus 2. Number times with number, sign times with sign. So 1 times 2 will get you 2, minus minus will get you plus. And we're going to continue. Minus 3 will get you minus 6. And then there's a plus n squared. Minus 2n minus 1n minus 3n plus 2. So next step, we're going to move the higher power number in front. N squared, 3n minus 3n, no more n, minus 6 plus 2 will be minus 4. So that's the formula for the D, equation D. So let's look at the first question. So beside this question, the question also will ask you to find the sequence. So that's the second question. So they want you to refer back to A. And they are asking you which term in sequence A is equal to 36 over 37. So which term? We know that this is term 1, term 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know what's the next one. But I know that I need to get 36 over 37. So I'm going to use the formula we get where Tn equal n over n plus 2. It should equal to 36 over 37. So we will use the cross multiply method to get the final answer. So 37 times n, 37n. So 36 times n, 36n plus 72. 36n moved to the other side will become minus. And then 72, 37 minus 36 will be 1n. So n will be 72. So let's look at the next one. The next question, they are referring to sequence D. So the question will be, which terms in sequence D is equal to 725? So which term? Same thing, they want to ask you, what term is that? This is first, second, third, fourth. Then what terms is that? Tn will equal to 725. And we're going to use the formula again over here that we found it earlier. And we are using the comparison methods. So this is also considered a Tn. That's why they call it n term. 725. So n squared minus 4 move to the other side become plus 4. 725 plus 4 will be 729. And n squared, n, if I only want to find the n, the square move to the other side, become square root, square become square root, minus become plus, plus become minus, multiply, divide, divide become multiply. So square becomes square root. So square root 729 will be 27. So thank you for watching.